What's up, guys? The Geo Tracker has had a little bit of issues on the trails. It was a trail fix, and we kept putting a band-aid on it, and a band-aid on it, and a band-aid on it. And in this video, we will solve that. I have taken the tracker out since then, and it did great. So the axle was broken, and we put a sleeve on it, welded it up, and basically kept running it and running it and running it, and eventually it would give out on the trail. So I put new CB axles in it, and I will say that those are the easiest CB axles I've ever done. I did it by myself. You just need some basic tools, a couple wrenches, snap ring pliers. A good set of those is probably your best bet. Um, Instead of the $5 ones at Harbor Freight, jump up to the $14 ones, and everything will go smoothly. Also, I would like to thank Jim and Don for being kind enough to let me rip the tracker apart in their driveway and get this job done. You will need a floor jack. I'm sure there's other ways to do it without that, but you don't need to take off your wheel spacers. The only issue that I ran into was somebody had put one of the bolts on backwards on one of the struts, and simple fix. I just had to undo the brake and tap that with a hammer, and then I was able to slide the bolt out. But you know, I've been thinking about straight axling the tracker, and with how easy this was, I'm gonna kind of run it for a while and see how sturdy these axles are. So far, they did great. I've ran it the hardest I've ever ran it this last trip, and no failures, so that was a plus. I didn't get much footage, but I will throw some video or some photos up there, and let you guys see what these things are capable of. The funnest part about the tracker is when you take one of your friends out into the woods and the look on their face on what that little thing can do. They are just amazed. They are laughing. They are scared. It's just a great all-around little four-wheel drive. Also, with the tracker being on 32-inch tires and no body lift, we're getting a little bit of rubbing on the body, and these just came in to hopefully solve all of that. I'll let you know how it goes. I'm running 32-inch tires on Toyota truck rims with about 2 inches of spacing and adapters to change the lug pattern. And also I threw a FJ Cruiser roof rack on there, so that video will be coming out soon too. Today is the day the mullet gets repaired. The reason that I showed that video of being pressure washed is because it's always nice to be underneath a car that is clean instead of dirt falling in your eyes. Chalk your wheels, get your jack. Throw a jack stand under. Try to be as safe as possible. So to remove the hub covers is a 5mm, and to remove the hubs is a 12mm. Let's start that now. The hub is removed. Probably should re-grease those by the time I put them back. Make sure you have a set of snap ring pliers.
This is probably going to be the hardest part of this job. These snap rings, sometimes they're a pain. You can get them out with screwdrivers and stuff. Also, one hole is smaller than the other. That's the issue I was running into beforehand. Remove the brake line clip. Ah! Alright, getting some room, making some progress. So on this, at least on mine, it's a 15 and a 14. Not 100% sure if that's the correct bolt, but that's what I'm working with. Try to keep your work area clean as possible. These ones look a little bit bigger, but we'll see. Yeah. That one's a 17. King nuts a 17. And hopefully I get lucky enough to not have to use a pickle fork, because I don't even know if we have access. Ooh! Can't beat that. You might need a pickle fork for all this, but zip tie that out of the way. It's driving me nuts. Alright, so this one was so rough, because as you can tell, she's been trail fixed a little bit. But she's out. Put some grease on the ends of the axles. And reassemble. Was running into an issue with the jack because of that crack down there. All right. Time to snug everything back up. And if you're questioning why I have six lugs and you guys have 5, it's because the spacers with adapters. Should be just as easy. It was probably like an hour job by yourself. Never done it before, so they're honestly not that bad. So if yours are bad, they're cheap, it's easy to do. I'll show you how mangled and jacked up this one was. It was like this when I got the rig. So we had to, it was welded before I got it, and then re-welded it when I broke it, and the boots are toast. So no more trail fixes, time to do it right. And these are import directs, so we'll see how they do. And possibly gonna straight axle this thing, but it needs to make it through the winter first. $5 mil. Nice. And gotta take the caliper off because somebody put the bolt in backwards. All right, so if this happens to you, the easiest way I figured out, couple little taps, caliper will move out of the way. Hopefully that doesn't happen to you. $14.
So the driver's side is way easier than the passenger side. You don't have to remove the steering linkage. You can keep your spacers on if you have them. And basically it's 3 bolts that go into a shaft on the inside. And keep your old axles, because later on I have a feeling that I'm going to be cutting those up and converting them to where you only have to carry a driver's side spare for on the trail, and it will interchange with both sides. It's called the Shorty Axle mod, and there's not too much information on it out there, but I will be bringing that to you guys. So keep your old parts, and we'll be chopping them up and welding them later, and you never know, it may get you off the trail. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. Hopefully this helps you out. I will apologize with the lighting. I live in Washington. We don't always have sunny days, and you know, kind of just got to run with the punches of the weather.